Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City. Is it a good movie or is it a horror movie? Well, today, find out in the 69 production review. So, anyways, it's a good movie. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. A couple complaints, but we will do that towards the end. So spoilers. We're gonna get the spoilers out of the way. Character deaths: William Birkin, Annette Birkin, Richard Aiken, Chief Irons, and just a couple filler people. Your main cast lives. Wesker does die, but then comes back. If you played the games, you know how that goes. But it's not revealed until after the credits that he survived. Oh, and Brad Vickers. My bad. Brad Vickers also gets killed. I forget. He's barely in this movie. I am going to throw Lisa Trevor in there since the town blew up and everything, and we don't really know if she left or survived. But Kevin Dooley and Bravo team, basically, they're barely in this movie. The two most brutal deaths in this movie go to Irons and Richard. Richard in the game gets eaten by Neptune or Jan, depending on who you're playing with. In this, he just gets straightened up eaten by like 30 or 40 zombies. And I mean, like, it is brutal because they just swarm him. But he does it so Chris can get away. Because the zombies in this movie, that's one thing I'm going to talk about here in a minute. But the zombies in this movie are really fucking awesome, actually. You get to see the transformation from, like, still somewhat living slash, like, mindless, weird thing. In my opinion, I believe there's zombie. Okay, so this way I'm going to break it down. Majority of the zombies in the mansion are Crimson Heads. There's no way that they're not. They're too fast, they're aggressive, and I mean, they're really aggressive. I mean, they're like screaming, charging, and I mean, that's kind of what gets Brad killed, is that they're very aggressive compared to the ones in the city. And the ones in the city, they're more slow moving, and when they, like, you can kind of tell when they get in the tunnel, they're like more dead than, say, the ones in the mansion that are more like animalistic and just like these fucking monsters, man. They poor Brad, poor Richard. He just gets fucked, man. Yeah, man. Richard Akins and Chief Irons definitely get it the worst. Chief Irons gets killed by the liquor, rips him up real good, and I mean, like, he was very, very ripped up, really good. I mean, the face is all slashed up with claws, tongue marks, bite marks. I mean, he gets it. Most badass kill goes to Lisa Trevor. Kills the liquor, breaks its neck like a beast, just completely cracks it, breaks it. It's just perfect. It's completely perfect. How they do it. I enjoy how they connected both the stories. It would kind of make sense that the mansion incident, because in the original games, everyone's slowly getting infected and it takes like 2 months. This all happens in under a matter of like 6-7 hours in a day. And shit hits the fan. Shit hits the fan quick. It's straight to the punch. There's just so many things there for Resident Evil fans to love. The keys, the piano, the puzzles. The mansion itself was personally one of my favorite things, even though it's like only in there for like 15-20 minutes. But the time that they're there, they succeed with it. It's intense. It's claustrophobic. It's just dark. It's just it's just perfect. The mansion was perfect. Can't get over the mansion. Love the mansion. The RPD was done well. It's just a giant love letter, honestly, to the fans. Now, the negatives, I don't really have a lot of negatives besides the fact that I feel like Lisa Trevor was unutilized a lot. She's only in it for a couple minutes. I would have put more monsters in it. I would have done Yawn and the Hunter. Like, I would have made the movie a little longer and have them, like, in the mansion. And, like, what caused the outbreak in the mansion could have been Yawn. And then Burke and B. Like, the way they could do it is that they could have, like, a major boss from Resident Evil 1 be the antagonist for the mansion section, Yawn. And then for the second part, it'd be Birkin and all the zombies and shit that's happening in the facility. I mean, in the RPDD. Now, another negative that I had was it goes really fast. Like, it's like a roller coaster. Like, the movie's just a fun roller coaster. I know it's weird saying that's negative, but I wanted more. I just wanted to watch more. I want more. Now, characters, I honestly enjoyed every character. They made me even like Chief Irons. There's a scene where he's trying to leave, and he's blasting Journey and the Umbrella Corps. And I want to say it's Hunk, because they zoom in directly just on this one soldier. But, like, it's blasting Journey, and he sees it. He sees the stop point, and he's like, oh, okay, I'm going to back up. So he gets blocked in, and he can't get out. He's like, move, fucking move. And the whole time, Journey's playing, and it's getting shot up, and it's just like, huh. There's also another scene where Leon's asleep at the front desk, and the trucker gets infected, comes in on fire, and Leon has no idea what the fuck's happening, because it's like his first day in Raccoon City. And he's like, what the fuck? And you just see this fire dude walk in, and Chief Irons just blasting him in the head. Like, they made me really like Chief Irons and Albert Wesker. Those personally were my favorite characters in the movie. But they got Jill right, they got Claire right. They just got everyone right, even though they may not look like them. But don't be biased on that. Literally, the characters develop into the characters that we all know and love, and it's super crazy if you think about it. Because honestly, I didn't think they were going to do that well. It gets 3.5 stars out of 5 for me. The only complaint is Lisa Trevor wasn't utilized. There's not a lot of monsters, and it's really fast of a movie. I wished it was a little longer, but there will be a vlog coming out about me going to see this, and how it's just a vlog, but there'll be scenes from this movie in that vlog, because I did to record one scene. It's the most iconic scene in Resident Evil history, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, definitely go see it. It's definitely worth a watch. And honestly, might be worth the buy when it comes out. There might be an unrated version. Who knows? But anyways, guys, subscribe to the channel. Pokemon live stream tonight. And thank you, guys. Subscribe.